Are you still there?
I just want to make sure, do any of you have a blue Toyota TV X 1894? Okay.
Yo, what's up, Eshko? Playing a little Arma Reforger, and you know what? I gotta choose the Insurgent side, man. I mean, which squad do I choose? The Habibi squad. Let's do it. I love it. Love the uniform. All right. My man is barefoot. Okay. All right. So. What? I don't know what just happened to me, but okay. Yeah, I'm getting lit up at the base. Thank you, Demon Angel. I appreciate you. You are the best.
aerospace. Also, I worked at a marathon client for a number of years as well. I am a true geek. I love solving challenges, whether they be technical, organization, anything. I love doing it. So what I'd like to get out of today is I literally just take my teeth into here's a challenge. How do we get to the next step? I love that.
Good morning.
That's my jam.
Good morning, OPR. I would like to introduce myself. I am Dorita McCallum. I am the Deputy Division Chief for the Customer Service Program. Can you introduce your team, please?
Oh, sure. I am Karen Dowling. I'm the Section Chief. Get people's names here so I don't miss anything.
Yo, what up, Sleepy?
My team members Ken Rowland, Latanya Smalls, and then we've got Kim Whitlock with us from the team, and all our folks from my team, and I think that's it for your interview.
So I would like to thank you for joining us today and participating in the CSP listening session. The purpose of these sessions is to engage with you to discuss those areas that are working well and those areas where improvements can be made. We value your input and we look forward to hearing your comments. We will begin with questions, and these questions were also posted in the CSP SharePoint site for your convenience.
Sure, actually.
Okay, first slide. This addresses metrics. Are OFM's current metrics clear, valuable, and in a format that is easy to understand? If not, why?
I know for invoices stuff is very clear. And it's definitely valuable. The format is for fine. The only thing that I would see on the metric side for invoices I have is there needs to be a way to know how long the invoice is back and wet to you. I know that the invoices are dated from the moment that they're received, but sometimes, as you know, there's a lag between the invoice being received by ICE and the core being notified that it has he or she has the invoice. A lot of cores have a performance metric in their P2Ps that requires them to get invoices taken care of within a certain number of days. But if the invoices aren't even being put in until they're already 13, 14 days days. Obviously the core can't go back in time to maybe it's on time. Is there any way to show that stuff?
That is definitely
Death to infidels.
very common program.
Okay.
That's definitely something we'll
Okay. Perfect. Kim, any comments on the travel record?
No, not at this time. I don't have any comments. Everything, as far as I can see, is going quite well with travel and the new metrics. Still OFM. We haven't had this issue.
Ah, that was a rookie mistake. Rookie mistake on my part.
Oh boy.
If not, you can always say that I did some comments maybe.
I can't think of anything. If anybody else on the team has ideas.
Not at this time. I don't have a lot of feeling.
Okay. So we will move on to the reporting part. How can OFM influence the
I don't have any issues with any of the reporting other than what I mentioned already.
Are you satisfied with the reporting?
Yes, I do like getting those invoice and iPad emails. Yeah, so these are weekly, so that's definitely helpful.
So what are your thoughts on bi-weekly or monthly niche content scripts for content format and frequency?
So OTRs is monthly, and that seems to be an adequate amount as far as frequency goes. The content format are pretty comprehensive, so we're all happy with that.
Wonderful. Next slide, please. Okay, communication and information sharing tools. Are there any changes you would recommend to improve how OFM communicates and delivers information?
Anybody else?
What are your thoughts on the level of responsiveness of OFM?
It's generally good, especially when it's so from section 2 when I talk to somebody from our that is usually another supervisor or manager in the program. So those are excellent. I know that sometimes my team members can sometimes have issues with responsiveness from their counterparts. Not so much as wanting to do it or a method that is actionable. It's usually the one-off weird thing that I think the problem is deal with them until they come up. So we end up bouncing around from here to here trying to a response or an answer. But usually when that happens, I go and talk to the supervisor who can help a little bit more.
Okay. Great. What are your thoughts on collaboration tools, such as our SharePoint site, or any other tools that we use that would best communicate with you?
I mean, I like the SharePoint site. I especially like that you guys include in your meeting invite every time, so I don't have to bookmark another page. So I do appreciate that.
Жатва 01, всем позывным. Враг атакует базу. Игла. Конец связи.
move on to training. Do you have any recommendations as to any type of training that would benefit your team? Or is there any line?
Any type of training, there's probably, like, for example, I've asked the folks to do a presentation for my team and for OER.
Habibis, I got a Black Hawk that's heading over to Fob Megan.
Жатва 01. Всем позывным. Наши товарищи сообщили о вражеской активности на базе Наган. Конец связи.
Black Hawk crashed.
What's the purpose? What we're trying to accomplish.
Got a Black Hawk down.
Great. So this ends the listening session, and I want to thank you again for your participation. Do you have any other comments you would like to add?
I don't. Anybody else? No, I don't have anything.
Well, our plan is to consolidate all of the customer responses. We will produce a white paper, and we will address the concerns at the next one.
All right. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. That's all I was going to send an email to figure out how to work on it. I don't think so. Absolutely, it's important. Like, if you have a place where it should come into the form of open thing, keeping that yeah, instead of why if you highlight that thing, instead of having to do something, yeah, that roughly,
Where's here?
Жатва 01. Всем позывным. Мы взяли базу Зурна. Конец связи.
Especially with administration. I'm moving now that people are actually putting our email addresses in.
Yeah.
So we're getting rushed with.
Всем позывным. Это Жатва 01. Мы под обстрелом на базе Наган. Конец связи. Всем позывным. Это Жатва 01. Мы под обстрелом на базе Табор. Конец связи.
So we are going to talk about that hotel as long as so we talk about after what right with one so we are
It's one of the good for that lot because operational efficiency in the fact that it's working on mobile because of the last year. Yeah.
You know, so far, I gotta say, I kind of like this game. It's a nice change of pace from DMZ instead of Jumbo this way. Let's go all the way around.
Not just the nerds that I or the financial people, but everybody. Doing that, I love myself before now, finding out who eats what, when. So it's cool to be here and fun to really trying to spread their wings to say, we know that there's a
Всем позывным. Это Жатва 01. Мы под обстрелом на базе Табор. Конец связи.
So I guess I'm saying I'm looking forward to being able to share that. Kind of highlight opportunities that you guys want to the right direction but you know someone else and let us spend a day with write down the requirements, go to work, really show them what we can do. I don't want to to take away from Sean's team because he's got an awesome presentation to show you. But like that's just an example of the daily work that we do, and you know we have awesome champions on your side. So, all right. My name is Sean Roby. I am a team lead for the process optimization team on PRDRS. We do everything automation, basically Power Automate, UiPath, scripts, basic document understanding, anything you guys need really.
You're saying the tech that he just saw that.
Me and my team, yeah. I consider that an affectionate term. Yeah. Yeah. And I will be demoing an onboarding checklist project that my team is pretty much finished with, so you'll be able to see that. That might start turning some gears. You might get ideas from that. And pretty much everything's been said already, but I'm just looking forward to hearing the ideas everyone has, seeing how we can mesh together and just continue to do amazing things.
Rick Evanston. So I'm employee number 3, so I've worn some different hats.
He's more than employee number 3. He and I work together in our previous employer where I brought him on to run what was our largest agile software development program. And it started out at 40 people, with up at about 140, supporting all the field officers across USCIS with an enterprise mentality of trying to take locally developed applications and bringing it to the enterprise where it made sense. So always very human-centered and efficient in what they were building and prioritizing, and a great communicator across many Scrum teams to help people understand why things were prioritized over others, defining what's the value back to the customer. And so really met our core values that I was trying to build, and under there made sure it became, my sister was in Richmond, just to be fair, so that this one,
You can't get past that. It's like,
no.
Blood's thicker than water, is that the deal?
It's Italian.
So I think you hit on a couple of things. I don't want to spend too much time, but like I think my job. So I am the account owner of all of our work in ICE and CBP, and don't think this is too blasphemous, but I spend a lot of time being creative, and Brett's my like yin and yang kind of thing, and we're constantly trying to figure out how do we bring what we're doing at CBP to ICE, how do we bring ICE to CBP. So I have quite a few folks that are cross-cleared on purpose because I want to be able to search left or right based on what's needed at the moment or the month or the theme. So I do a lot of that kind of like creativeness, trying to think about how to bring the best to you. And I think I'm good at starting things, getting people fired up around things, and then I need to hand that off because I don't like doing all the stuff it takes to get it through the finish.
Well, you're not as
hand it off.
You're not as good as him.
Definitely not as good at it. So anyway, and what I want to get out of this today, kind of similar to what some of the others said, is really getting a focus on what these new things are that are going to be front and center, and where do they fit in the priority statement. All right, so a couple of things. So I've got one here, Brett's got one. Anybody needs to use the restroom, head out, do your thing. If you need to make phone calls, I think you have an 11. You're welcome to go all the way around the corner to that white office, or you can use one of the pods to do what you need to do. We've got lunch coming in. There'll be sandwiches, some salads, some cookies, stuff like that, like lowbrow stuff. Should be here around noon. And then what time is the demo? Did you guys schedule that?
We were thinking about 1:30, Yeah, it really depends on the pacing of how much stuff.
But you need others, you're dialing in others and ICE to that? Is that right?
No, we give a demo yesterday. I'll do it.
All right, so
Do you want to see if Mars on, since we went?
he was on hold for a bit. Amar, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry. I'll be popping in and out.
Everyone knows Rick is very good at everything he does. Part of my job as the CDO is to have people work on the things that they do best.
I probably didn't phrase that the right way. Amar, do you want to introduce yourself, and if there's anything you wanted to, expectation-wise, get out of today, share that with us?
Hi, everybody. My name's Amar. I am located in the MSU OPRMSU. I am the core on this contract. I am the, I guess, the official liaison between Office of Acquisition Management, our contracting officer, and Team Amavero. Let's see what else. Like to just make sure we're aware of our capabilities here, what we can do for each other, and how we can grow from here.
Awesome.
Thanks
Okay.
a lot.
Thank you, sir. All right.
One of the things, there's donuts in the back of the room.
Donuts,
City wake your
water. You need energy. You got Jocko's in the fridge. Yeah, make yourselves at home.
Yeah, so I just wanted to share some of the overarching information about Amivera. I think you can tell by my personality why our tagline is human-centered, data-driven. It's something that I am really passionate about. We really came up with it because I think for myself, I tended towards the emotional side, very much my heart. And when I became a business owner, that got tested very often. And so I was given some advice by an executive coach that said, you're riding in a Ferrari with your best friends and you're going 1,000 miles an hour and it's amazing and awesome, but you don't have a dashboard. You don't have ways on to know where the cops are. You don't know how fast you're going. You don't know what the speed limit is. You don't know how much gas you have left. You don't know where you're going exactly. All of that. So like very emotional, adrenaline, empathy, all of that kind of stuff. And that's when I realized that most of us do sway one way, more cerebral, more heart. And so it is the balance of the two that I think bring the best out in all humans, especially when it comes to technology. And so everything we do, the way that we recruit, the way that we onboard people into the company, and the way that we serve our customers is all around balancing the human-centered aspect of those end users or whoever we're serving with data that supports why we're responding in that way. And so it is a common theme around Amivero. We are what's considered 8A, which in case I'm just going to do some myth busters too, because my job is with everything that's happening with the new administration, just going to talk about that. Yes, SBA reduced the small business set aside numbers across the federal government by 10% down to 25% from the 35%. That's what it was before the Biden administration. So it's just going back to what it was 4 years ago. And either way, the set aside numbers are all still the same. So it's still 3% upzone, 5%, 8A, 5%, well-known small business, et cetera. So I think it is still relevant that we have our 8A status. We'll have it for another 6 years. What 8A does is allow you to sole source work without justification pretty easily. It's under 4.5 million that requires no justification, up to 22.5 or something like that. Mark probably knows. With a slight justification, usually that justification means that you're the only one that knows this environment or these tools or something like that. So it is totally feasible. So that is the 8A aspect of who we are. We're also a woman-owned business as well. And you see those various NAICS codes up there. Why that has actually become even more important in light of the new administration. I will share with you the work that we have in justice, transportation, and GSA, and now DOJ being at DHS this week. We're noticing that work around 541611 is very much a target because it's considered program project management. Sometimes the dashboarding terminology is also misunderstood as more of a program management nice to have, even though we know as executives that helps us make decisions more quickly without the data properly conveyed. And so I think we as a company are also just making sure that we are leading towards highlighting what we do with a little bit different verbiage that maybe was done before. And
you guys are maybe doing that as well, just kind of looking at how you justify what you're doing. Again, I know you're getting tons more work, but I just think in time there'll still be some challenges. I was sharing with Brent, we're on the Raven contract at HSI, which just got hit last night, quite a bit. So I just think it'll be, so we're paying a little bit more attention to the NAICS codes, but our primary NAICS codes are in the IT services realm. We do have a top secret facility clearance, and so we have worked and supported SOCOM, FBI, a couple of areas where that's been really needed. Obviously, our SCBP work in this SCB Analysis Operations Center also requires the TS work. And then corporate certifications, what those are, I don't know how familiar you are with it, but it basically just means that there are international standards that exist for companies to prove that they're meeting security standards, that they're meeting standards around maturity and the way that they operate their programs. And we're at a level 3 in software development, and then have all of the 3 security ISOs for also the way that we operate.
Thanks for missing that CMMI thing on there.
Yeah.
Cool. And then I had, next up is a running list of, not all, but many of the projects we have. And Olivia, I didn't know if you wanted to highlight certain ones, or we can kind of.
Yeah, so I mean, I won't talk much about OPR, since I think you know a lot about that. We've been supporting Raven for many years, specifically in the data space. So data engineers, data architects, and the Student Exchange Visitor Program, also many, many years in assisting with the adjudication of schools and individuals, and then doing the analysis on those individuals where we interface with the ADIS system, like Arrival Departure Information System, IDEN, things like that. And so that's very much on the case management side, I would say. With the HSI strategic planning, we do have experience with many platforms like ServiceNow, Salesforce, and others. So we do that there. And then within OCIO, working on in support of the chief data officer, also we do a variety of work that you can see there. Really, pretty much all of what OmniBureau's core capabilities are. The only thing that's missing there is the cybersecurity and fraud that we do. So we don't do that at ICE today. We actually do it for federal government-wide defense, intel, and civilian through a GSA contract where we run login.gov as an identity credentialing and access management tool. And so that is at ICE. And then at CBP, we are across all of the application program offices. So if you're familiar with their organization, you have passengers, cargo, all the border enforcement systems, and then all of the targeting systems. So whenever anything goes into secondary inspections, we support the analysis of what happens in secondary. So in primary, whether it be cargo or people, we do everything from ensuring proper logistics and deployment of hardware at the ports of entry, so license plate readers, global entry kiosks, things like that. But most importantly, it's really the integration of the data behind it to say that, yes, this person
I'm at home working and trying to play at the same time, so let's see. So sometimes I have to look away. And find these Americans and kill them. shit, oh shit. Tracer's incoming. Shit. Man down. Hey, hold on, Habibi. Hold on. Sorry about that, man. I didn't mean to shoot at you.
Жатва 01. Всем подрывным. Враг атакует базу. Жетон. Конец связи.
Our MSU vacancy unfortunately remains with the loss of the latitude for remote work. The individual that we were pursuing elected to remain living not in the metropolitan area for DC or move to Texas. So we will start over. I want to thank AMF, Cindy and Karen for their efforts for return to work. It's been a lift by many, many people, but AMF, Cindy and Karen have been involved in everything from trying to devise an SOP for how we're going to do this, which promptly got thrown out last Friday. But they worked a lot on it, and as well as Mr. Ty, he was involved in it too. AMF has been bending over backwards trying to make LaFont a workable location. So I do thank all of you for your efforts. And for just everyone's awareness, besides it being the Hunger Games here for space, we have 243A and 243B as cubicles assigned to MSU. We have Office 225, 226, and then I am in a shared office with 228 when the security AD isn't here. Chris Ty and I share an office here. So Marva, yes? You're on mute. I still can't hear you, Marva. Can you put it in the chat? Maybe your microphone's not working.
Now, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, I was saying that we had 4 cubes, now we only have 3. The chief of staff has taken one of those. The
We have
43A
2.
and B.
We have 243A and 243B. Those are the only 2 we've ever had.
But are
The
they
chief of staff has
cubes?
the other 2.
Is it 4
There are-
cubes or 2 cubes?
We have 2 cubes.
Okay,
2 cubes.
Okay.
2 of them are the chief of staff unit, and 2 of them are ours.
okay, so it's gonna be a problem. Okay.
Yes, it is. It is our world. We are working to get MiFis. We are. We're doing our best with what we got, and it's still evolving. Just leave it at that. All right. Please submit your telework agreements so that you're episodic and situational. All travel is restricted to mission critical, and it has to be cleared at levels way beyond me. So it has to be mission critical. I think Chris is going to talk a little bit more about that when he comes around to him. Also, please know that conferences and non-ICE training systems training is restricted to mission critical. So no conferences, no extra training that's not unless it's online, it's not really going to happen right now. That is the world that we're working in. As a reminder, our goal is to complete all ICE training requirements by July 1st. I sent some guidance out about your email signature block. Please confirm with your supervisor once it's complete. You either should be using the OPR signature template, and I will, in the meeting minutes, I will resend the instructions and the links to that. In that email I sent, they listed what the DHS standard requirements are, and as a reminder, please remove any pronouns you have in your signature block. DHS does not want those in there. Time cards are due next week. Bi-weekly slides are due today. The admin meeting for Q3 is going to be on what is 4? April 15th. And we have a V&D Lunch and Learn on February 20th. And I'm still waiting on a date from AMF on the excess and disposal for May. That is what I have. Anybody have any questions on those items?
Michelle, are we going to continue with the lunch and learns?
Yes.
With, MSU?
Yes, we are going to. They're only quarterly. So, because I believe the schedule has going between different screens, so I'm talking to you all. So employee services will be doing one in August. It's a good time for you all to start brainstorming there in employee services. So before we go around the room, the question of the day is, what do you do for Valentine's Day? And I'm going to start with Keisha. Because well, first of all, I really don't do anything. I don't have a Valentine. I pet my dog and say, good boy. So, there we go. So, Keisha, what do you got for us? We can't hear you, dear.
I said I do nothing. I don't like it.
Not even something for your daughter?
No.
No. All right. No candy for Keisha's daughter. All right. Paul Jones. Can't hear you, Paul. Okay.
He's having difficulties with his right now.
Okay.
I'll come back. Just come back.
Okay. Well, Harold's next, so he can.
Me and my wife go and get Krispy Kreme donuts and a big thing of coffee.
Nice. Nice. Thank you, Harold. Barb.
Hey everyone, I don't really have anything for the group. We don't do much for Valentine's because I feel like if you have to pick one day out of the year to show somebody you care about them, you're probably not doing your job. But this year we are gonna like do a little number painting with the kiddos and just hang out, watch a movie. That's all we got planned.
Thanks. Are you back for this, Paul? Paul Jones? Okay. All right, we'll move on. Karen.
Nothing, because Valentine's Day is a dumb made-up holiday made to make other people feel bad about their lives. But we are going skiing tomorrow. Also, so I have nothing for the group.
Thank you, Aaron.
Don't really have anything for the group. We're in a CR until March 14th. After that, who knows? Valentine's Day, I don't usually do anything either, but I think that my husband and I are going to steal Harold's idea and go get some donuts tomorrow morning. So
Nice. All right. Paul B.
I don't have anything for the group. We really don't. We've been married for 30 years, so Valentine's Day just another day. However, I think we found this pizza place that's like 85 cents a slice. We've been calling it cheap date night, so we might do cheap date night tomorrow.
Marva.
I have nothing to do. I don't do Valentine's. I don't have a Valentine, so I'm good.
Thank you, Marva. Evie.
Hey, hello, everyone. I'm sorry, it's three of us in the office, so it was just echoing everywhere. I apologize. I have nothing for the group. I love holidays. No one else in my house really cares for it, but I'm going to get the cupcakes and the balloons and all that stuff and make them, feel my love even more tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Jones, did you ever get mine? Or maybe you should just go over to Harold.
We're having problems over here. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Look at you went from a beach to an office like that. You are so
Exactly. We're playing moving chairs over here, okay? As far as for me, I have nothing to add as far as property for the time being, given that inventory is next month. But the question of the month for Valentine's Day: dinner, movies, money, candy. My daughter No, I'm just kidding. We'll probably I'll probably be making a designing card, maybe card skills to use for Lauren, and then we may go out if she wants to do, or I may offer her dinner and have her tell me the application. She'd rather do it. So that's probably one of it. That's all I have.
No. Ashley. You can put that in the chat. Don't.
She's got a medical appointment.
Okay.
So she's listening, but may not be able to contribute.
Got it. That's probably why she put it in the chat. Okay. We'll give her a pass. Thank you, Ashley. Christine.
Good morning.
It's working.
Okay. I'm out here with Gary and other IMD or the strategy specialist. The only thing that I have for the group is I just want to echo what Michelle said about AMF. You know, the previous meeting, this week, AMF has actually really been the absolute stars of eligibility. Every single person in AMF has brought absolute joy to those of us that have had the them going in. They've been super helpful and everything, and just great attitude and very effective. So really, AMF, you guys are just fantastic people. I'm just very honored to serve this. For Valentine's Day, I'm with Karen Floyd. Although tomorrow I will be sending my one Valentine to the Congress law, to those going to be good. Good.
Shameless sucking up. All right. Nick.
Sorry, I didn't hear my name. So one of the things I want to mention is I reached out to IMD to help them with the records that are located in the file room. So they'll talk to me when they're ready to get them prepped for transfer disposition. And if we still have stuff remaining in the bonds, it would be a good time to go through what we can transfer, and this is just paper records. If they're not needed and they're not set for disposition, until like within 3 years, we can transfer them to Iron Mountain at any time. And stuff that is past the disposition date, we want to get rid of. We want to destroy. We don't want records hanging around longer than they need to. So if anyone has any records questions, please reach out to me. As far as SharePoint goes, I do want to meet with all the sections, see what we want to improve. My goal is to make it easier for you all to understand who has access to your information, what level of access they have. So coming up with a strategy for that. It's about 20,000 rows of information. So it's not really fun to look at right now. So more on that later. And as far as Valentine's goes, I'll probably just loot the candy the day after when it's like 75% off. So that's my plan.
I went to get Diazepam and they had a box and it just had a red ribbon on it. Everything else was just the same. And it was like half off. Okay, I'll take you half off since you put a red ribbon on it. Not a problem.
That's what you still will did last year. We got candy.
Exactly. It'd be like, well,
Yeah. Yeah, but his family gets it the day after. What's the joke? What did the bird say? It flew over Will. Cheep, 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 cheep. I love Will, but I think those of us that know Will realize that he is quite the little gentleman. All right, and I'm sure Evie's gonna report this all back now. Yeah, what do you got for it?
I don't really have anything that hasn't already been covered. You and Chris, as far as travel and timekeeping. And as for Valentine's Day, friends, we just usually get together, do dinner. So that's all.
I will be off tomorrow. Mr. Newton is gonna act. And then I ask for your all continued patience as we go through things, sometimes change more frequently than just day to day, multiple times during the day. And I and your section chief provide you as much information as we have when we have it. But just know that a lot of times something drops on us, we're left to kind of figure out how to make it happen. So have patience with yourselves, have patience with the situation, have patience with your leadership, because we are all trying to navigate this as it happens. We'll write it out and we'll figure out how to make it work. So, any alibis? Well, lovely to see you all, and those of you that are at the front, feel free to pop in and say hi. You got me. Whether you want me or not, you got me. So, have a good day, everybody, and be in touch. Bye, everyone.
All right. Where are we? Can we hear me now? Now that my work is done, I can start actually paying attention to this game and to the chat. I don't know, Gigi, man. People like you more than me. Maybe after today, I might get it. Who knows? A big thank you to everybody on here. A little fun fact, I used to have this same Toyota Hilux when I was deployed, and these things are tanks. There's nothing that can destroy these bad boys. No matter how much you beat them up, they just keep on going and going and going. Great trucks. And it's a shame they don't sell them in the US, man. I would buy one immediately. Thanks, buddy. So now I got to find these dirty Americans, these invaders, and get them out of our country here. Yalla Habibi. Inshallah, brother. Inshallah. Ah, motherfucker. You know what? I've never seen this many trees in Iraq. Maybe palm trees, but not these many trees. All right, let's see where I'm at on the map. Private Osama bin bobbing and weaving. Okay. Oh, Dimpo. Okay, I went the wrong way. Let me take this road back this way. I was talking to the guys in the game here. Gigi, are you playing to right now? Do you want to play DMZ? Oh shit! Ah, motherfuckers! All right, time to switch to DMZ. All right. Ah, man, Austria? What the fuck? All right. Yeah, Arma's fun. Honestly, if you're on PC, man, get it. It's definitely made for PC, not console. It's a little hard to play on the console, but it's pretty fun. It's a nice change of pace from DMZ. All right, I'm gonna stop streaming here for a little while. I'll be back on later today, but I'll still be playing. I just have to make some phone calls. But thank you everybody that's watching. I'll be back later, guys.